All right, next I want to talk about point number 2, which I love this. This is a great point, and it's something I live by, Dan lives by, and that's this following statement, which is this. I may be wrong, but I'm never in doubt. And this is Dan at the Hardcore Seminar. We did these breakout groups throughout the day, and this is me with my team, and we were breaking down these case studies so we could try to understand about companies that we would be acquiring in the future. And so I love this statement about Dan because that's the way I feel here at London Real. I may be wrong, but I'm never in doubt. That is someone who is not afraid of taking risk. I am ready to move forward. I know where I want to go, and I'm going to go on execute on it. I'm never going to be in doubt thinking, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe London Real shouldn't publish 100 episodes this year. Maybe we shouldn't have 3,000 people at this Outbank Center. Maybe we can't pull it off. No, I'm not in doubt. I know we're going to pull off this event. I know it's going to be incredible. I know the event after that's going to be Royal Albert Hall for 5,000 people. So that's the thing. I need you to always feel that I may be wrong, but I'm never in doubt, okay? Now later, if something happens, okay, great. I can never control the future, but I know where I'm headed, and that's really what you want to do. I need you to have the mindset to focus on what you want and to make it happen. That's really what this is all about. And so this was a great lesson I learned from Dan, and I incorporate this in my life every single day. And here's a short clip from Dan talking more about this subject.
That's one thing for the lawyers not to do any fucking work. But if they're not answering your goddamn calls, you're a cunt. And he should fire him. As soon as the deal closes today, he should fire him. At the closing, after they sign off, by the way, don't let the door hit you in your flabby ass on the way out, asshole, you're fired. Now see, the difference is I actually talk to professionals that way. And you could never, most of you. Tony thinks he could, but he can't. He wants to, though. It's in him. It's in his DNA. But he's like, well, I'll lose this contract over here. And if they because then you start thinking about the repercussions. I've never been bothered with thinking about repercussions. Don't confuse me with the facts. I may be wrong, but I'm never in doubt. All these, all the things that I say, but I believe, I actually live them.
And that's what I want from you today. I want you to go out there and say, I may be wrong, but I'm never in doubt. That means you've got to focus on where you're headed, and you're going to go there without any wondering if it's the right thing to do. And that's what's really important. That's what I'm taking away with this today. And I want you to think of something that you want to move forward in. Again, type into the chat here and tell me, what is your goal for 2020? What is that single biggest challenge that you're facing right now? I want to read this and find out what's going on. I got Jacinta here that wants to write a book. I love it. It's fantastic. I got King Joe that says he wants to be more confident and improve on the skill set, which I think is amazing. Andreas wants to increase my income substantially. And somebody said they want to find a mentor at the age of 45. You need to be finding mentors throughout your life, constantly finding mentors, invest in them, do whatever it takes to be around them. So for me, I spent a good amount of money going up to see Dan last week, but it was easily one of the cheapest things I've ever bought in my life. Now, it was 5 figures, but still, the return I'm going to get on it is absolutely incredible. So find someone who you can pay a price to action. It takes money to get results. A lot of people want to do it on the free. They want to watch a YouTube video, listen to a podcast. You're never going to get to the next level unless you pay a price to action, surround yourself with a mentor like Dan, like me, like someone out there, and go through and be held accountable to your actions like we do in our academy or Dan does with his QLA. That's what you need to do. Otherwise, it's all talk. I see people in here wanting to write a book. I want to build a company. I want to make 3 billion pounds. Great. Wishing it and watching YouTube videos and reading books isn't going to get you there. You got to surround yourself with the people that are going to make it happen.
We're in a dark age. We've lost our compass. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we want to go. What is to be done?
It's going to take some consciousness change to get us out of the box we're in.
La maldición de ayahuasca, nosotros podemos conectar con esa persona y le da cuenta dónde está la raíz del problema de él. Pues ahí se trabaja.
Sometimes I feel anxious and unappreciative of the things I have.
There's no such thing as work-life balance. There are work-life choices, and you make them, and they have consequences.
What we don't understand about psychedelics is a very thick book. They can help you orient yourself morally. But look the hell out.
You don't always get what you want with ayahuasca, but you always get what you need. The diseases of individual are the diseases of the world. Our culture, soul, is severely wounded.
Humanitarian crisis growing by the day.
Global warming is the greatest fraud that's been perpetrated on mankind this century.
When you take these lessons in, it's kind of a process to make sure that it comes into yourself. Some of the hardest work is when you go home. Integration means bringing things into the whole person.
Maybe we should be considering that the depth of human experience is more than just material things and technology and our egos.
We all get stuck in a mold. That's what can happen with ayahuasca. You get that mold, and she fucking smashes it on the floor. Now, what are you gonna do? Now, who are you?
Heavens are collapsing. This is the time to change. If you want to raise human consciousness, there has never been a better time.
La ayahuasca nos fortalece nuestra mente, nos abre nuestra creatividad, nuestro amor, nos conecta uno a uno mismo.
Treno ayahuasca supai kuna chamuriri mushamu. Siji siji majiji poshamuri.